Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Shot, surely! And he's really put himself on the line here. France with the corner, they're first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Conte. And here's Barcola. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Lovely bit of skill. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. He has a look up. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's João Felix. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kante running with the ball, and the through ball. And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Martinez. Not the most convincing of passes. Barcola. Shapes to shoot! Goal! France! And France are in front. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Al Nassr really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition...
He's having a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Brozovic. Coman. That is a brilliant interception. João Felix. That's destined for the flank. Oh, well measured. He has found the way through. João Felix! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
There's the shot! Goal! Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting cut out like that.
After 38 minutes,
Just 1 in it now.
number 7.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Conte. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the pass is intercepted. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And it's Rabiot. Conte. Brozovic gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, that is a nice touch. Nice control. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That is ended up in no man's land.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Brozovic. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Olise. And it's Dembele. Klaus. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Brozovic. This is promising. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Just a quick reminder
It
today,
is quite
please
a game,
refrain from
breathless
parking
and
outside
laced
this
with
stadium.
excitement.
Well, I
Thank you
think
very
the
much for
message
your
from the manager
cooperation.
at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed.
Al Nassr can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Dembele, played into space. And this is Rabiot. That is lovely. Quality ball. Martinez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That pass has been well intercepted. Olise. And it's Brozovic. Mane. Kante gets it clear. Nicked it back promptly. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Mane. Cristiano Ronaldo, currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he cuts out the supply. Brozovic, driving forward. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. The ball's gone astray. Nice bit of trickery. Brozovic aims beyond the defence, and he's there to get it away. Oh, shooting chance!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
It's a searching pass. Pass somewhat off target. Martinez. Rabiot does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe. Brozovic. Now it's Joao Felix. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, great chance! It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And a neat finish! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
After 74
And a trademark
minutes is
move ends with the
number 7,
inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Klaus. And it's Rabiot. And here's Elise. He's found a way through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
No, that's been intercepted. Elise. Thuram. Thuram! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot could be on. Brozovic! Well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Al Nassr leading now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Into the last 5 minutes. And he's in on goal.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mane. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Ronaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's cut it out.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that will be the final act. Al Nassr have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
In the stadium hall.
So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might have been. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's in on goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Yamal. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Both sides exercising caution for now. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. Herman. João Felix. Great ball, and he's in here. And he can thump it away. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Lewandowski. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Now it's Brozovic. He's had it taken off him. Koundé with the foul. Oh, he's taken it. Great vision. And the shot! They've scored! Al Nassr take the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Brozovic. Herman going face-to-face with his great rival.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Brozovic receives it in a good position here. Gavi. That has not gone well. Now it's João Felix. That's been cut out, well played. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Gavi. And it's De Jong. Tries to pass it through. He has a look. Shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Herman.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Played through into space. And he's picked it up out wide. Mane. He has found the way through. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Delivered low. And that's the keeper's ball. So what can they make of this? Oh, strongly challenged there. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Mane. Chance here to counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Al Nassr heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Gavi. João Cancelo going forward. Goes for a shot! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. A goal at a really telling moment. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Yeah, OK, it's gone in with the help of the crossbar, but that was merited due to the quality of the strike.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to...
Tries a shot! Oh, good finish! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Al Nassr now in a position far more desirable.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found a way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Deftly away. That's the end of the first 45.
Al Nassr are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Al Nassr claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And here is the first touch of the second half. Gavi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's having a shot! Not the most convincing of passes. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Yamal. He's being urged to shoot. Gavi! Cristiano Ronaldo. Gavi. And here's Dani Olmo. That's a shade optimistic. And it's Gavi. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. João Cancelo. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping.
Big chance! João Felix being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight.
After 62 minutes.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. It's a pretty loose pass. Mane. That's destined for the flank. João Cancelo. João Cancelo making good progress. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.